I thought I'd take this opportunity to fill you in on what's going to go on today. So, Charlotte's at gym class. I'm bumming around doing not very much again. Trees. My grandma had a fall last weekend, I think, or early this week, and is in hospital, so I'm going to go visit her and just check up on her. I think she's fine, but you know, it's just good to check up on these things. And then we're going to go be I don't know what to call it. I want to call it exploring or something, but it might just be being an idiot. We might go down to Dungeness and just sort of bum about there, because it looks like an interesting place. I don't know if it's actually interesting though, it might be shit. Yeah, I don't fancy taking my camera into the hospital really, so I'm going to go see Grandma and I'll see you when we're out. That's done. Grandma seems really good, really. I think the biggest concern now is that she's going to run away from hospital because she's bored. So hopefully she doesn't do that. We've told her to not run away anywhere, but she might be giving the staff on the ward a bit of a hard time with that one. Well, we're in Dungeness now, and it is about as weird as I was hoping. It's very windy. Let's go have a look around. The tide here comes in faster than I think I've ever seen it come in. You've got to run back a few metres and it might be right behind you, and then it'll stop for a bit and then it'll be right up to you again. There's two lighthouses. Yeah, this is cool.
Getting pretty dark, so I'm gonna go find some food and then I guess try and find somewhere to sleep for the night.
What is that?
Right.
What is it? We don't really operate. We operate on a timescale that doesn't really exist when you leave London and major cities. Everywhere's closed, so we're in a kebab shop getting a pizza. The night sky here is the best I've seen in almost a year. Like 1 week off a year. The best night sky I've ever seen in England was at Jamie's parents' place last year in the bank holiday, and this is the second best. It's amazing. And actually, the pictures don't do, at the moment it doesn't look like the pictures do justice to what we can see. I've seen some good shooting stars as well. It's quite special.
This is our bedroom for the night.
Is it glamorous?
Very glamorous, 5-star BMW.
Living in an eternal now, in which there is no past and there is no future.
Morning. It's a gorgeous morning. Oh, we're like the only people here. And I've just walked out of shop. Oh yeah, at like 3 in the morning. I heard the sound of a vehicle and saw there had been a car like right outside, which I'm 80% think was a police car. I don't know if that's a problem or what they were doing, but they didn't feel inclined to knock on the window or anything like that, so I guess it's all fine. Listen to them go. all I was having.
Don't know how it's supposed to be, but I can feel you turn me around. If love can go.
Like, the houses are so weird, I love it. We are at a bird sanctuary. We're gonna go, hey, we're gonna have a gate closed on us by Charlotte, and then we're gonna go be twitchers and see if we can get some spots of some rare birds. Or we'll probably just take a picture of a seagull and be really impressed with that, because we don't really know much about bird spotting.
But then it's only me and you. I know you're good for me, I think I'm good for you. So let's see what tonight brings. Maybe it's a good thing, so
and thus ends our journey to Dungeness. We're on our way back. Okay, so here is the sort of wrap up, which I quite often shoot and quite often just leave out because it doesn't really work. But I need to stop forgetting because there's a few things that I want to put in. First thing I want to do is do a little kind of wrap up on Dungeness, because it's a strange place, but I want to kind of recommend that you go. I would recommend going though with a plan of somewhere to stay. If you do think you're going to stay like we did, I would not recommend staying on the estate, because I don't think you're supposed to do that. No rugrats and all, but ultimately I don't think I could recommend that to other people with a clean conscience. Secondly, try and go when there's good weather. It's a really cool place, but it's mostly outside. There's not really any big buildings around, and to be honest, most of what's good there is outside and just being around. Is not like going to attractions or stuff. There really isn't much around, so I would really recommend trying to make sure you go when the weather is supposed to be good. The other thing is something which I recorded last week as well, but the other thing is a few people ask me, or quite a few people ask me when I see them, and they're like, oh, I've seen some of your videos, have you put any up recently or something? Because you might not see them on Facebook all the time. If you do want to see them and actually stay kind of subscribed to them, for want of a better word, or no, that's exactly the word, you can find them on YouTube. I will put a link in the description of this video to my YouTube channel, so you can go there, you can see all the videos that I've made in the past, and you can subscribe to them, and you will always, well, if you check YouTube, you'll always see, oh, Alex has put up a new video. They always go up on Thursday nights at silly o'clock in the morning, and they're normally visible on Facebook and YouTube at about, well, 6 to 7 in the morning. So when you get up on Friday morning, that's the time to watch. If, yeah.